pronounce it, but it is the Hinata Kagura SX. It's a it's supposed to be an Evo, I'm assuming, anyways, from what it looks like a cross between an Evo and a Subaru. For the next builds, I have this right here. It's the Bolt Replica R2. It's a... I think you can actually... I wanted to look at something. Yeah, you can engine swap this thing if you wanted to, which... this one came with the supercharged one, so we're going to end up keeping it to supercharged. We're not going to do the non-supercharged one. And then the other vehicle is out here in the wash area. It's kind of like a Shelby Cobra. It's called a DC Typhoon. It's from the original game. Well, not original, but the previous version of the game as well. I used to have those. I had a little collection of them. I had a red, white, and a blue one. So keeping it freedom over here. As you see, most of the car is done. However, to be completely honest, it's not. Just the bottom end is done. Here, I'll lift the car up so you guys can see how much is done on it. Wheels and tires I just have to mount them. I just got done doing the undercarriage here, so as you can see, the brakes and everything out to just needing to put the wheels and tires on is what's left under here. The exhaust is very shiny because it is the performance exhaust. I do plan on keeping this car too, so I'm going to end up putting performance parts on it. So we're going to be taking a little hit in the funds today. We're going to be restoring this car, and we've restored the Supa, and we're keeping them both, so we're not selling anything. As you can see from the engine bay, there's not much in here, and the engine itself is just the block and the transmission that's in here right now, just so that I could get the, because it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. It needs a transmission in order to get to the wheels only, so that's why we're this far along in it. So we are going to be doing performance parts, like I said. So first things first, let's get some of this stuff that's in the engine bay done that I know I don't have. To start with, yep, we need this, and we need this. The engine itself is going to be built, if you couldn't tell already, in the car, because I needed that part, like I said. Whoops, I don't need body parts. I don't need gearbox either. I need brakes. There we go. Put that on, and I can never remember what these ECUs are. It seems like there's only one that it uses all the time, like each car, depending on the age, but I know there's like a few versions of it in there, like a few different ones. We're gonna need pistons as well. The fuel pump I think I bought already and put it in, so I'm not too worried about. We'll buy a fuel filter because I'm looking at it. We'll need the ignition coils because this is a newer car. There they are. I need 4 of those because it's a 4-cylinder. And I might as well buy the spark plugs while I'm thinking about it too. And then here. Oh, you know what? We need the piston rings though if we're going to do anything with the pistons here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. So we can start putting these in. Cool. So we got that in. We're on to the head now. Head is probably going to be a performance part. That is not there. There's an idle roller, so we'll just get that on because I know that's a part I have. The alternator is definitely going to be something that... Oh, okay. I don't have a starter? It must be a regular starter. Let's see. Yeah, it's not the V8 one that I typically have to put in these things. By these things, I mean in the cars in general. Oh, and there's an intercooler. I'm going to have to get under the car. Well, I'm going to have to get under the car either way because there's a lot of parts I still need to do. Oh, and I forgot to put that on. I just bought it. And then buy this and this because I'm going to need them. I'm trying to work around the engine right now before I start getting deep into it, but truth be told, I should probably get under it and start buttoning up the bottom end. Whoops. I don't think that's never not going to be a thing, is where I get the two mixed up from the engine stand and when you're doing parts within the car itself. Alright, so let's get the coolant in. Well, at least the reservoir. Power steering's in. We need the... Where the hell's the... Oh, there it is. It's right next to it. It's like, where is the windshield wiper holder? There we go. Alright, I know I have this part. However, I don't have the performance part of it. So I'm going to get that real quick. There we go. And same goes for the rest of this stuff. Actually, you know what? I don't think... Because this came out of the junkyard. There was a lot of the block here, but not... There wasn't too much, to be frankly honest. It was mostly the bottom end. There we go. We can start putting spark plugs in. I'm gonna need those caps. I also need a performance alternator. Because why not? And we'll get the performance power steering pump too. Like I said, we're going for power on this one. We're gonna definitely put it on the dyno and see what kind of power it makes when it's all said and done. Oh, looks like we got another idle roller we can place. That won't have a performance part. This most likely won't either, but we'll double check. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oops. Want to go here. I've gotten spoiled with the shopping list since they put this in this game. I remember before I was really trying to memorize parts so I didn't accidentally buy the wrong part. I don't seem to have that problem with this shopping list. Even though I do manage somehow to mess it up every now and then. Alright, let's get the belt tensioner on. This is all stuff that's not going to be it's not going to have a performance aspect to it that I need to worry about, so that's why we're just getting it put on right now. Try to get the stuff that doesn't require performance done, so that way I'm not jumping from screen to screen on you guys here for the tablet. There we go, and it looks like, yep, just an idle roller there, and then cool. So all the belts and timing and whatnot is done. That's definitely going to be a performance part. Headers, and I'm assuming it goes to a turbo, so most likely that's what that's all gonna be performance. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need 8 of the caps. And for the sake of it being Mitsubishi, I'm gonna look at the engine head cover in the body shop. You might see me jump from the body shop here and there. Let's see if parts can be painted a certain color, because I want to I want this to match as a stock Evo would look. That's probably the part I'm gonna go look at the shop. So let's go ahead and finish up with these performance parts here. I know that's gonna be there, yeah. And I know the turbo's going to be in there too. There we go. I was like, I'm missing one. Where's it at? A nice performance turbo on this thing too. Man, this engine bay is looking pretty. Let me tell you. Alright, so we got that. We need the performance throttle too. Keep saying performance, but more or less it's the aftermarket modded one. Best way to describe it. Alright, throttle's on there now. Oh, I forgot the fuel filter. Might as well do that. Oh, and I got this timing I gotta do too. Guess we're gonna button up the sides here before we do anything else. That's the throttle, I don't need that. There we go. Oops. Gotta put it on the list before I do it. I mean, all of this stuff is mostly I4B from what I can tell, so if I wanted to and I didn't use the shopping list, I could just go off of that and say, oh yeah, it's all I4B, and then kind of go off, just pick and choose what I think the stuff is. Okay, that side's done now. We definitely need a radiator, and we need this. And we'll see what fans I need. Okay. This one I won't shopping list. I know this for sure just by looking at the shape of it. So we need a... Where is it? There's the radiators. There it is. So we need a B, B, and B. We need that. And I'm sure there's a performance air filter, so let's look for that real quick. I4B. There we go. Add the top to it. And I'm assuming the top's going to take those clips like they always do. I think they use clip A. I might be wrong on that, but that's not going to make or break us, so why not? I'll end up using it eventually. And it uses bolts, so it doesn't matter. Damn it. Alright, well. Oh, I forgot the injectors. I gotta do injectors too. Let's get the fuel injectors. They are definitely a tune part. There we go. Trying to button up most of this up top, and then that way we're not bouncing up and down the car too, trying to get it completed. We might as well do the fuses and whatnot since we're up here. So we need 3 A's and 3 B's. So we'll start with that. 3 A's and 3 B's. And what do we need on the relays? We need 2 A's, 3 B's, and 3 C's. So we need 2 A's, 3 B's, and 3 C's. So I want to say I have the top of it already. I think I bought that while I was in there, and that when I bought the bottom plate. So should be good. We'll get all the relays in. These are always the little things that mechanics have issues with when they're working on cars IRL that give them problems. It's usually something like that, something petty like a fuse. At least I've always had that encounter. All right, let's go paint the head real quick. Well, not the head, but the engine head cover. See if we can paint it red like it is on the Mitsubishis. I don't want to do chrome. And that's awfully dark. That's not red at all. Oh, luckily we can, let's reset the color. Do red. Well, luckily we can do our own here. Wow, that is as bright as it gets, huh? Okay, well, I guess that's what we're going with. It'll be pretty cool though. Nice little detail to the car. I did it with the brake calipers if you couldn't see. They are they're red, just like the Brimbos would be. And then as you can see, I actually went with ceramic or carbon carbon ceramic brake pads on the front there because you could do it. Unfortunately, they don't have any mods for the rear one, so I had to, or not pads, rotors, but same with the back. I couldn't do anything with it. Alright, let's go ahead and get this installed. Okay, I'm a little more digging that. That looks pretty cool, seeing it in red like it would be. Put the coils on. Alright, so time to get underneath the car and finish buttoning up the bottom end here so we can start topping it off with fluids. I do have all the body paneling too, I believe I do anyways, from what I need to put it completely together. Oh, I'm gonna need that oil filter too. And that, yep, of course. That shopping list makes this so much easier. Whether you're a seasoned player of this game or you're brand new, they make it a little bit easier on you doing stuff like that. That looks like a medium intercooler, but we'll just, yeah, called it. I would have got it either way, but shopping listed anyways, just to be on the safe side. Alright, let's bring the car back down, because I think everything is done on it. Mechanically. Let's see. Rims, tires, body panels, and the interior. Okay, cool. Oh, so we just got the interior. We need to do fluids. Let's do fluids while I'm thinking about it. So we'll top all these fluids off and then we'll be good to go on this. So first things first, windshield wiper fluid. Just kind of make our way around. Our steering fluid. Luckily this is a default car for from the game developer, so I can actually see this stuff. Although I will admit, the 370Z and the van, that one's a DLC and one is an original that came with the game, just like this one, is kind of hard to see if you don't fill them up before you start putting parts in there for the engine. All right, radiator's done. Oh, we need to do brakes. Let's not forget that, like I did in the van video. Let's see, here we go. Here's one I can't see because the engine block's blocking it. Gonna have to kind of probably overfill a bit. Yep, overfilled. Man, this engine looks pretty sweet. I wish that red was a little more bright though. That's the only thing. I guess it is kind of dark like that. It matches the calipers, but it is what it is. I'll live with it. So that's all the fluids. I don't think I have, let's see. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I have license plates. Yeah, all the body panels are there. The wheels and tires are ready. Yeah, let's go ahead and get wheels and tires on it. We're gonna do the body panels in the, oh, I haven't mounted them, that's right. Let's go ahead and mount them. So I went with the 18-inch wheel. This thing didn't come with any wheels because they stripped the hell out of it when it was in the junkyard, so I'm literally bringing this thing back to life. But I run 18 wheels on my Evo IRL, so I figured I'd do the same on this one. And I do run black wheels, and they're not quite like these, but they're kind of similar. I like to go with the less spokes because it's easier to clean when you're cleaning your car. I'm too lazy to be sitting there taking a toothbrush to every single spoke to keep my wheels clean. I used to do that and I got burned out on it real quick. Alright, there we go. Although I will admit the multi-spokes look pretty good on the cars. So it's definitely not the wheel that originally came on the car, especially with that shape. So I'm going with a more aftermarket look here and take a look at it. Yeah, that looks good. Good, meaty, has a good stance to it. Yeah, I like that. See how this one looks. They're all the same too. Whoops, no star pattern on that one. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's nice and meaty too. That might have some rub. That might need a little bit of fender rolling in it to get it to go. But yeah, they're all the same size. 255, 45, 18s. It's what I run on my car too. Luckily though, with my coilovers, I don't have any rub because I just adjusted the height up just a little bit so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, that's some good flush there. Man, that looks clean. I like that. Alright, so we got all that. Let's go ahead and buy the interior. I haven't bought that yet. The C7 leather D and steering wheel 2, and the bench is of the name of the car. Let's see here. There it is, right there. There's a black seat in the back. Steering wheel 2, huh? Where is steering wheel 2? There it is. Yeah, that's cool. It looks like it should on a car. And seat 7 leather D. Actually, I like this more, but that's more for like the older Evos, like the older Momo wheels. And yeah, I'll leave it like it is. So seat 7 leather D. Black seats. Yeah, that's more like an Evo 9. Let me see here. I like this. I mean, obviously that catches your eye. So does the GTR. Man, that looks sick. That looks more like a racy. Honestly, that's... I don't know if it says Nissan on it. I don't think it does. Nah, screw it. We're going to check. If it says Nissan on it, then they're not going in. If it doesn't say Nissan, well, we're using it. Nope, and it's got nice red stitching too to suggest that it's a an Evo SE edition, so that's cool. I can live with that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I wish they sat a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Okay, so I think we're done with the engine. Yeah, we just have the body that's left just because there's no panels on it. And yep, just the exterior. So first things first, let's get it over to the test path, and we're gonna see about the alignment. It's probably really jacked up. Yep. Thing had no wheels and tires on it when I got to it. It's just sitting on blocks and on the rotors. Oh, that one's actually good. It didn't rip apart the right side at least. And then we're gonna move it into the paint shop because I do want to see something with this too. Symbol mode. And I did buy the performance parts that you can buy for these, so why the hood is looking the way it is in the front bumper. Huh, that's pretty cool. It's right in the right spot too. It's like an Evo. Alright, I'm not gonna put the mirrors on because I already painted the mirrors black like mine. And I'm not gonna put the trunk on. Oh man, the trunk is... I wish you could de-wing the trunk and then paint that differently. Man, this rear bumper, I don't know if I'm feeling that. It's feeling really Lancer-like looking at that rear bumper. Honestly, no, I'm not digging that at all. That needs to go. I'm sorry, but if you liked it, I'm sorry, but that looks terrible. Let's just put the stock rear bumper on there. That's not it. And I did it again. Damn it. Alright. Third time's a charm. There we go. Okay. Still looks like a Lancer, but... I mean, I guess it... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to keep that off, too. I need to see if you can paint the two parts. If I can't, like, do no wing, I'm hoping I can do... Let's see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you can't do one with no wing. I'm just hoping that if you can't do no wing, you can at least paint just the wing. Because my wing is black on my car. And it's carbon fiber. So, that's the way mine's set up. And then they have aftermarket wings you can put on the cars in this game, too. So... Alright, let's go ahead and paint the car. That's the current color. Let's see what liveries it comes with. Got some stripes. No, you wouldn't catch an Evo guy with that or that. What the hell is that? Yeah, probably not that either. That looks like the white version of that. Huh, that's pretty cool. Different. It's kind of busy. Needs some roll call on the side of it, though. Alright, we're not painting the car just yet. I need to paint... Oh, I need to move the car out of here. Let's see if I can paint the wings separately. Match my car. IRL. Woo! It's not letting me do it. Damn. Well, if you play this game, let me know in the comments below if that's something you can do, and I'm just not seeing it, but it doesn't look like you can. Let's go ahead and slap that on there for now. And we'll move it into the paint booth, and we'll get it to my color car, which is white, like that. Factory, it was blue. Ooh. A lot of blue. Black. Another black. A red. Yellow, my buddy State would like that. He used to have a yellow Evo 8. A matte color? That doesn't feel factory. Silver? Yeah, that was a color. That's probably trying to imitate graphite gray. That makes sense. That's what color my project car is going to be. And then the blue, which, it does look like electric blue. But mine's white. We're going to go with Wicked White. And I'm going to put my mirrors on. Yep, black mirrors. There we go. Just wish I could paint that wing black. It looks a little too much with that. There we go. Alright, let's look at the stats. Car is 100% done. I bought it in the junkyard for $99.84. With all the parts and stuff I sunk into it, I have a profit of, wow, that's very tempting, $93,473 to sell it for $103,457. That's very tempting. However, I built this car to keep it, so I'm definitely keeping it. Let's go ahead and move it over to the dyno. I'll go there enough to remember where it is on the wheel. There we go. And like I said, we have performance parts in this thing, so factory power is 308 horsepower, 306 foot-pounds of torque. So let's see what the dyno reads out now. You can hear that turbo at the end. That sounded real cool. Nice. 521 horsepower, 492 foot-pounds of torque. So definitely some good gains on that. In the words of a YouTuber I watch, his name is Devin. He kind of just vlogs, but with the cars and whatnot. We're gonna quote him by saying she built. She definitely built. She sound good. All right, let's go ahead and do our usual. We heard this already from when I did it in a previous episode, but we'll do it again anyways. Yeah, that car sounds good too. There's no performance parts on that car though. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this one up again to hear it. Oh, it sounds good with that blow-off valve. Alright, let's take it to the speed track. Of course, we're going to crash it at the end trying to do this, but we're going to see how fast its top speed is on this track. Whoa! Jumped it right off the line already. Cool hearing that blow-off valve going. Oh yeah, this sucker's fast. Look at this, 170. We're tapping out at 172. We need another gear. I'm gonna throw another gear at it. I think I can throw a 6th gear in there. It needed it. It was topped out quick, but that's all-wheel drive for you. Doesn't have the top end. It has the get up and go from the jump. Go to the dyno. I think this is how you do it. I have not done it before. Da-da-da-da-da. There it is, yeah. 6th gear. Apply. There you go. No, it really is my car. Mine is a an MR, and from the factory they have 6 speeds. So let's take it to the speed track one more time and see how it does. $170, $180, $190, $200, $210. Oh man, we're cooking. Tapping out at $214. Oh, and we're dead. And not a scratch on her. Yeah, look at the front. It just freaking picks up and goes. See that jump in the body? Man, that's cool looking. That was easily one of my most favorite cars to build, and I figured it would be just because, I mean, it's a replica of my IRL car, so I knew I was going to enjoy building it either way. Man, that is so cool, though. That is so cool. Let's go ahead and move it back out here and off the dyno. No point in trying to juice it up anymore. It's in a pretty ideal state as it is right now. I think I'm going to leave it in front of the shop for a while. The only thing I don't like is this. I do not like the... You know what? In fact... Yeah, you can't put anything on it other than on the roof, so I would be limited to... What would I be limited to if I did do vehicle add-ons? Yeah, not much. It's a real bummer. There's some spoilers here that are a little bit bigger and makes more sense on this car, but it is what it is. The back end, I think, is what it is. It makes me feel like it's a Lancer because it doesn't feel Evo-ish with those taillights and then with that wing and that bumper. But the other one was just hideous. I couldn't stand it. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. We are getting down to the last of the default cars, and we're going to be moving on to just mods only. So you guys can see my garage a little bit here. Those are the two police cars I built in previous episodes. My Evo 10's there now. These two slots are reserved for the Supra and my this Evo here that I'm going to... In fact, I'm not going to leave it in front of the shop. I got to put it back so I don't mess up this. I spent some time organizing this. Our M3's in here, the 370Z's in here. These are the Nissan DLC cars I had mentioned in the 370Z video that I have to work on for you guys, and I'll do each car individually. I won't be building them side by next, or having one built and then building the other one next to it like I do with the default cars. Except this one, the Ariel Adam, or well, not Ariel, but Adam Renton, I think is how that's pronounced. That car, and it's not going to make sense, but this Del Rey Custom are going to be built next to each other. The Del Rey is probably going to be the one that's done already, but those are the last two cars that I have that are default cars that I haven't built yet, to my knowledge anyways. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. This one went a little bit longer, and I figured it would with that car. So I was kind of prepared for it. But let me know down in the comments below what you thought. And until next time, take care.